Yo, what is up, guys? Today I am very excited to finally be getting to play Halo Infinite on my new Xbox Series S. This was the very first game that I downloaded upon purchasing the Series X the other day, and that was because it's free to play. At least the multiplayer portion of it is, and that is what I'm going to be focusing on. I'm not going to ever play the campaign for Halo Infinite because, frankly, I just do not care. But when it comes to the multiplayer, holy cow, it is so much fun. Just like I always remembered, I played every Halo that's ever released. But it has been a while since I've had my own Xbox, so I haven't been able to play Halo in the comfort of my own home in quite a while, unless you count playing on xCloud, streaming the game, where it's playable, but I was at a severe disadvantage when it came to, just latency, some frame rate dips, even some downright like moments where like the game freezes up in the middle of a battle and then loads back in. Like it was not the best experience. It was far from the best experience. However, I did get to play Halo Infinite at launch because of that, and I thought it was a lot of fun because I missed playing Halo. I haven't had an Xbox since I think 2013 when the PS4 came out and I switched over to PlayStation. But ever since then, I have thought about Halo and Gears of War. Those are my two favorite Xbox games. I thought about them a lot, and those were the main reason I picked up the Series S. And now that I have it and I can play Halo Infinite, boy oh boy, it's fun. As you can see on this map right now, it looks very Japanese, these maps do. And there's a lot of maps like this. Now, I'm not sure if these are made in Forge and there's just a lot of like Forge things inside that you can use to create the maps that look Japanese, and that just happens to be what it is, or if there was a season where a lot of these types of maps came out or what. But that's my favorite style when it comes to maps. Like the maps in Overwatch that are like themed Japanese, maps in Call of Duty that are themed Japanese, maps in Halo Infinite now that are themed Japanese. I love them. I'm obsessed with Japan. My first tattoo sleep was all Japanese art, like on my tattoos, and I just love it. I'm obsessed with the aesthetic, and that, along with the map design, just really makes me enjoy these maps. Now, I'm playing Tactical Slayer. If you aren't familiar with what that is, basically you're playing with battle rifles only, or the other marksman rifle, which I hate. So I'll try to only play with the battle rifle on the maps that aren't that. I kind of get pissed off and don't do as well. But I love it because its headshots are insta kills. So if you are really good with your Twitch aiming and you've mastered the battle rifle like I have, I've been playing since the original Halo. Like I've been using this battle rifle for a long time. It just feels right in my hands, and anytime I pop a headshot or miss one, it's satisfying. Because it was your fault if you did or didn't get that headshot. And this mode alone makes Halo Infinite amazing to me. The closest I had to this on my PlayStation 5 was Splitgate. Now, I loved that game, and it did fill a gap of not being able to play Halo for so many years for me. But Halo Infinite is the best option right now for Halo-like games. And all the people that's hating on it, they just either haven't came back to it since they've added all this new content, or they're just Karens or little babies or something. I don't know, but like I personally love this game, and that's not even talking about the fact that, of course, now there's Forge in there, so you can create your own maps, and there is all sorts of other game modes, tons of weapons, tons of customization. There's been multiple battle passes. There's a lot to this game. Now, there's been a lot of talk as to whether or not Halo was ever going to make its way over to PlayStation. And that was one thing that I had in the back of my head telling myself that I did not need to get an Xbox. And I just don't trust that it's going to come. As much as this game would benefit from popping up on PlayStation, I mean, the user base would explode in size, and there'd be a resurgence now that the game has all this content waiting to be consumed. And so many people on Xbox have already given up on it. Like, if you look at the review on the Xbox store, it's like under 3 stars, and that is absurd for this game. It is so much fun. But I just didn't have the confidence that Halo Infinite was going to show up on PlayStation. If it does, it does. I'll still have Game Pass, and it's still worth having this Xbox because the Series S is so small that I could use it as my travel console. But I wanted to play Halo Infinite in 2024, and there was no guarantee it was ever coming to PlayStation, especially not in 2024, as much as the game needs it. Now, when it comes to what you're going to run into on here, you're going to have a different experience than what you played, say, on Halo 2 or Halo 3 or Reach or whatever you played in the past. Now, there's some throwback maps when it comes to Halo 3, and there's probably some other throwback maps too. There's actually a whole throwback playlist for Halo 3. But why I say it's different than back in the day is that when you get in lobbies, a lot of people just don't have mics. It used to be every person had a mic. They either have a mic and don't use it, or they don't have one because they're playing with no headset or whatever. And that's a good and a bad thing. You're going to miss out on a lot of the trash talking that you might be accustomed to, like I am. You're going to miss out on a lot of the team communication, although there are markers that you can throw down to tell your teammate in game, hey, there's stuff over here, but you have to hit an extra button to do that. It's not as easy as just talking. And then one benefit to there not being as many mics is you don't have to worry about the people with the bad mics and all the loud screechy sounds. Like, that's not really a thing. So I don't miss that, but I do miss, for one, having friends to play this with. I don't really have people that play games at my age. I'm 31, and most of my games have moved on, or most of my friends have moved on. They've started families. They don't really have time to game. They've got jobs that they're most likely not that happy in. Now, some of them might be, but a lot of them, they wish they had the time to play, and I'm so thankful that I do. But it's a little rough playing without friends. Now, if you can find a group of people to play this with, there's even a ranked mode that you could get in. There's a lot that you could love about this game. And I cannot recommend Halo Infinite in 2024 enough. I mean, the multiplayer is free to play. If you've got an Xbox or a PC, you need to get this and just give it a try. Especially if you have experiences in the past with Halo, you're going to love this. But that's going to be the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed seeing some of the gameplay and hearing me talk about what it's actually like to play Halo Infinite in 2024. It's a great game. Don't listen to the reviews. Just get in and play. If you like first-person shooters, you're going to love this game. It has so much content, and if you're creative, Forge Mode is just a robust playground waiting for you to jump in. And a lot of those maps end up getting added to the playlist. I'm not saying yours will, but it's possible. But leave a like if you enjoyed it. Comment below what you thought. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed. And I appreciate you watching. I'll catch you in another video soon. Peace out.